Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, June 7th, at 3:26 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 572 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Stay-at-home holidaymakers warned of summer products shortage. UK PM's party rebels prepare to challenge foreign aid cuts. Josh Hawley wants Anthony Fauci out, but he knows who really fumbled the pandemic. China defends Hungary university plan following protest. Iran cleric who founded Hezbollah, survived book bomb, dies. John Oliver explains how the model minority myth gets Asian Americans tragically wrong. Thousands of police officers, sniffer dogs and drones descend on an English seaside town, at a cost of $100 million, for President Biden's first big moment on the world stage. Man throws severed head at voting station in Mexico amidst bloodiest election campaigns in recent history. Turkish mafia boss dishes dirt, becomes YouTube phenomenon. India cautiously starts to open up as virus cases decline. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Train crash in Pakistan kills dozens, The New York Times. Dell sued over Alienware laptops' unprecedented upgradability claims, The Verge. Putin signs law ending Russia's open skies treaty with the U.S., Fox News. Foreign aid cuts could see lives lost, warns senior Tory, BBC News. Queen delighted after Harry and Meghan announce birth of baby girl, BBC News. TI drops $3.27 million on Atlanta mansion, TMZ. Apple apparently has a spatial audio event right after the WWDC keynote, The Verge. Yellen passes deal-making test on taxes, with long road ahead, Yahoo Finance. Peru presidential election too close to call, but Keiko Fujimori leads in preliminary tally, CNN. Marcus Anthony Ayres, 24, and Win Lee, 23, arrested in connection with 55 freeway shooting death of 6-year-old Aiden Leos, CBS Los Angeles. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Gen Z has a body positivity problem and it's lurking on TikTok. This baker is about to make you think twice before eating a croissant. Senate Sergeant at Arms says divisive politics key driver in threats against lawmakers. The oldest male chimpanzee living in U.S. zoo has died. Harris plane forced to return to Andrews Air Force Base due to technical problem. David Attenborough, climate change is a crime humanity has inflicted on the planet. Dozens killed after express trains collide in southern Pakistan. Mud Squad star Clarence Williams 3 dies. Monda Iyer Jones, mention would rather preserve Jim Crow for bipartisanship. Condoleezza Rice, dismissing coronavirus lab leak theory was a mistake. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Benefit concert held for Steve McMichael. Ferry runs aground, 100+ passengers evacuated. WI governor announces re-election campaign. Police, child fatally shot by 8-year-old at apartment. 2 women turn miles into donations. Man fixes potholes himself. Child accidentally shoots himself in parking lot. Refugee family reunites after months apart. Man remembers his father, a World War II veteran, on D-Day anniversary. Wife reacts after husband is shot while jogging. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. What has 4 legs, a trunk and a behavioral database? Floyd Mayweather vs. Logan Paul ends without a knockout. COVID vaccine lag in U.S. South may lead to summer wave of infections. Don't kill remote learning. Black and brown families need it. Got a confidential news tip? My journey to pride. Will Netanyahu fall? New York City is reopening, but some aren't celebrating yet. Arizona 2020 election review, risks for Republicans and democracy. From doomsday preppers to doomsday plotters. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, what we know. Liz Peek, China's COVID lies, cover-up, here are the appalling facts we know, and why they should pay. Scientist who emailed Fauci about COVID-19 possibly being engineered deactivates Twitter account. Jason Chaffetz, Justice Department losing trust of the American people, here's why. Putin signs law ending Russia's open skies treaty with the U.S. Kamala Harris forced to return to Maryland on way to Guatemala due to technical issue. California man who killed wife, prop body up as kids open Christmas presents is sentenced. Minnesota 14-year-old killed in shooting at graduation party, help me. Coast Guard rescuers kayaker aiming for Hawaii 70 miles off coast. Woman, 26, dies in fall at Zion National Park. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, June 7th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. No tense former scientific advisor says ministers should delay June 21st reopening by a few weeks. Skeleton of Roman slave bound in shackles discovered in Rutland. One of Britain's youngest lotto winners dies suddenly aged 23. Get your car off my land. Moment farmer uses the digger to flip vehicle over blocking his gate. Chaos in Portugal as Brits scramble to return to the UK. Wigan Council accused of acting like Communist China after librarian of 30 years suspended. BAFTA viewers blessed ceremony for being so woke it should be renamed the WAFTAs. Wicked wedding planner, 44, stole more than 2,000 of couple's money then vanished. Royal experts claim Queen will be unhappy at Harry and Meghan naming their daughter Lilibet. LilibetDiana.com purchased on the same day Harry and Meghan's daughter was born. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Biden heads to Europe this week. Some Europeans are wary. COVID-19 live updates. G7 should bear most of cost of vaccinating low-income countries, former leaders say. MH17 trial moves to crucial merits phase, examining evidence. Trains crash in Pakistan, killing at least 32, as rescuers try to free survivors. Rough seas hamper Sri Lankan divers examining sinking ship. Malaria is far deadlier in Africa than the coronavirus. Why is the vaccine taking so long? Officials, 2 trains collide in southern Pakistan, killing 38. Mexico's López Obrador loses some of his Teflon in midterm elections. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. French Open 2021, Coco Gauff, Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal in action, live. UK house price inflation hit 7-year high, as Wales leads way, business live. Coronavirus live news, Spain reopens to vaccinated tourists as Taiwan extends pandemic restrictions. New Yorkers by Craig Taylor review, but Big Apple cut to the car. Boko Haram leader killed on direct orders of Islamic State. Rolling Stones, Tom Jones and more join campaign for law change on streaming. Pakistan train crash, dozens killed as express services collide. Do aliens exist? I think we have enough on our plate already. Rhiannon Lucy Coslet. Truly an emergency, how drought returned to California, and what lies ahead. We are running out of time to reach deal to save natural world, says UN talks chair. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. 3 dead, multiple injured after shooting at graduation party in Miami-Dade area. Harry, Meghan named daughter after Queen Elizabeth and Princess Diana. California entry wins U.S. tap water prize at tasting contest. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Peru election, Fujimori lead narrows as rural votes come in. Ukraine's Euro 2020 football kit provokes outrage in Russia. The Rolling Stones and Tom Jones call for streaming reforms. Pakistan train accident, 36 killed in Sindh collision. Egerton Ryerson statue toppled at Canada Indigenous school protest. Unlocking, India states start reopening amid dip in COVID cases. Merkel's party wins final Saxony-Anhalt vote by big margin. Pakistan train crash, footage shows collision aftermath. Qantas disturbed by claims of gang infiltration. Abu Bakr Shekau, Nigeria's Boko Haram leader is dead, say rival militants. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Experts say disaster relief plans need to center on women as hurricane season approaches. Vaccination rates fall to new lows, Mississippi last in nation for fully vaccinated people, live COVID-19 updates. On this day, June 7, 2017. AP Top Stories June 7 A. Mass, AG, Sackler plan too little, too late. Every weekend, it's the same thing, at least 3 dead, 6 injured in Florida graduation party shooting. Joy he brought into our lives was insurmountable, mother eulogizes 6-year-old boy killed in suspected road rage shooting. Oldest male chimpanzee in U.S. dies at 63. Tristan Bailey case, mother of Florida teenager accused of murder charged with tampering evidence. It's the right thing to do, Florida school board votes to rename 6 Confederate-tied schools. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Magnitude 3.6 earthquake shakes near Brawley. 2 suspects arrested in alleged road rage shooting of 6-year-old Aiden Leos. Authorities investigate 2 shootings on the 605 freeway, 1 man was wounded. Ticks on a quest for blood at California's beaches, is Lyme disease a rising risk? Los Angeles County reports 15 COVID-19 deaths, 285 new cases of the virus. Boy killed in freeway road rage shooting is mourned, too pure and innocent for this world. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, June 7, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Climate crisis to shrink G7 economies twice as much as COVID-19, says research. G7 nations committing billions more to fossil fuel than green energy. Japan Olympic official dies after jumping in front of train, media. Oceania finds hundreds of vessels vanishing along Argentina's waters. Peru on edge as socialist Castillo holds razor-thin lead in polarized vote. Hundreds of former leaders urge G7 to vaccinate poor against COVID-19. Toyota reaches settlement over bullet engineer's suicide. Watchdog, Syria has likely used chemical weapons 17 times. U.S. to send Taiwan 750,000 urgently needed COVID-19 vaccine doses after Taipei rejects Beijing's help. We're all pained, Canada Indigenous leaders dismiss Pope remarks. Indigenous women still coerced into sterilization. Amal Nakla, a 17-year-old Palestinian boy who suffers from myasthenia gravis, a rare chronic autoimmune, neuromuscular illness, has had his administrative detention extended by Israel. Ukraine's Zelensky confused, disappointed by Biden not trying to block Russia pipeline. Scientists say they finally sequenced the entire human genome, yes, all of it. The next headlines are from Forbes. The promise of sustainable fisheries, a chat with actor Sam Waterston. Global corporation tax levels in perspective, infographic. Baby Shark producer's uncle sees fortune triple after spin-off to focus on startups. Aussie regulators widen casino probes, looking into billionaire James Packer's Crown and Suitor star. At least 36 dead, 50 injured after two trains collide in Pakistan. Australian property tycoon Lang Walker bullish about future, with new projects in the pipeline. International travel nightmares pause for supersonic dreams. Enrique Razon takes over Manila water as Philippine tycoon steps up infrastructure bets. BTS's old hits fill 40% of all the spaces on the World Songs chart. Joel Embiid returns, but Philadelphia 76ers fall to Hawks in Game 1 of Eastern Conference semifinals. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Spread of a SARS-CoV-2 variant through Europe in the summer of 2020. A light touch changes the strength of a single atomic bond. Nanobodies from camelid mice and llamas neutralize SARS-CoV-2 variants. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,710,151,836 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Cannes Critics Week celebrates 60th anniversary with French-flavored lineup. First clip from Annecy competition title Lamaya's poem, director talks about power of poetry, future projects exclusive. Kirina Awards Best Series winner Petty set for new installment exclusive. Express, from Locked Up creator Ivan Escobar and star Maggie Cervantes, 7 takes. Tokyo police investigating death of Olympic official, report. Pose series finale ends with a heartbreaking death and powerful message, ballroom is love. Logan Paul goes all 8 rounds against Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather-Paul fight overwhelms Showtime servers, causing PPV and app outages. Hollywood trio lift Korea box office to biggest weekend of 2021. The Weeknd tops 2021 Juno Awards, full winners list. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Clarence Williams III, the Mod Squad and Purple Rain actor, dies at 81. Remote resort town struggles to find restaurant workers for summer season. A lifeline for the unemployed is about to end in half of U.S. Here's what's at stake. Here's what Harris will do on her first VP trip to Guatemala and Mexico. Once banned, for-profit medical schools are on the rise again in the U.S. Antisemitism spikes, and many Jews wonder, where are our allies? The daughter of a jailed ex-president could become Peru's next leader. Pope Francis expresses sorrow but no apology for Indigenous school deaths in Canada. A new Nevada law bans racial mascots in schools and sundown sirens. Meghan and Prince Harry welcome their second child, Lily Diana. The following headlines are from The Week. The GOP's looming legitimacy crisis. Chris Offutt recommends his 6 favorite crime novels. Should morality inform foreign policy? How Arab Israelis could seal Netanyahu's defeat. Watch Simone Biles win her record 7th U.S. Gymnastics Championship. Israeli intelligence chief warns of political violence as Netanyahu attacks government waiting to replace him. At least 25 dead in Pakistan train collision. Study, Lenparza can reduce relapse, death in some breast cancer patients. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle welcome their second child. The next headlines are from Physics Buzz News. Emergence of the rainforest in absence of the dinosaurs. The next headlines are from Universe Today. New technique to search for life, whether or not it's similar to Earth life. Next up, Juno has Ganymede in its sights. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, June 7th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Circumpolar stars never rise or set. Scientists release best ever dark matter map. Are organic salt on Mars a clue to life? Why does a variable star brighten and dim? What makes a halo around the sun or moon? The Dragon and a former pole star. The next news is from Politico. Boris Johnson calling on G7 to vaccinate the world. George Floyd's murder transformed America. Germany's Christian Democrats dominate in key state election ahead of national vote. Europe's moral dilemma, vaccinate its kids or donate the doses. Biden's foreign policy, reversed the Trump agenda but hit one similar note. Black Americans lag in Biden's vaccine equity push. The never-ending, ever-frustrating hunt for the Biden doctrine. How 2 new Republicans want to reshape the GOP's immigration agenda. My time as, probably, the most assaulted cabinet member in history. Mechanical trouble temporarily delays Harris' flight to Guatemala. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. QLD rejects Melbourne couple's plea for early quarantine release to meet newborn. AFL expects small-cap crowds after Victoria's lockdown. Hero or psychopath, the stark binary at the heart of the Ben Roberts-Smith case. Lloyd defends recruits as Blues go into damage control. Inside the Blues' emotional jersey presentation for Origin I. Melbourne restrictions could give Sydney FC a home decider. Just far too big an ask, winless Warriors rule out Hooper rescue mission. How does Cameron Murray stop David Vivota after Anzac Round nightmare? Child vaccinations considered as Victoria's outbreak tops 80 cases. Australia's 1% budget reliance on high and middle income earners grows. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The Wall Street Journal, Google to pay nearly $270 million in France over alleged advertising abuses. Kelley Blue Book, this is the electric car that costs the least over 5 years. Livability, 5 small cities that are surprisingly LGBTQ friendly. NerdWallet, a new trend in travel, visiting a second city. Next Avenue, hearing aids are about to become way cooler, new lower cost devices could shake up the industry. Europe markets, European stocks slip from record high. The Wall Street Journal, streaming Glitmar's highly anticipated Mayweather-Paul fight. Tesla cancels Plaid Plus, no need after upgrade to regular Plaid, Elon Musk tweets. Yellen says higher interest rates would be a plus, report. Cryptos, Elon Musk's crypto tweets have destroyed lives, says video purportedly from Anonymous. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Plea SC to seek postponement of AIIMSPG test amid COVID, ETHealthWorld.com. Isorbopol scientists announces the invention of technology for protein engineering, ETHealthWorld.com. City Council candidate John White claims Burien can invent its way out of airport problems, the B-Town blog. All fall down, Telegraph India. Thomas Edison Birthplace Museum reopens, Sandusky Register. Validia's top 5 financial stocks based on Benjamin Graham June 6, 2021, NASDAQ. Patented thermometer of the future could see return of sporting and other live events, Independent Online. The next headlines are from Quartz. India reopens, global tax deal, invisible sculpture. Nigeria's Twitter ban could have a long-term economic cost. How a young Indian brand is beating its Chinese rivals at their own game. A Chinese apparel giant is an official sponsor of India's Tokyo Olympic squad. This is the best year in decades for teens to get summer jobs. Here are all the companies launching live audio features to compete with Clubhouse. The next big social media platform. Why African startups are lobbying governments for more regulation. Startup X, digital central bank currencies, Bezos returns. The architects of South African apartheid had mixed race ancestry, DNA confirms. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Funniest most insightful comments of the week at TechDirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Mexico. Simone Biles. USMNT. Dick Van Dyke. Kennedy Center Honors. Chad Johnson. Clarence Williams III. Joe Manchin. Trump pants backwards. Clippers. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. China files formal complaint after U.S. senators meet with senior Taiwanese leaders and declare island won't stand alone. Google slapped with 220 million euro fine following French probe into anti-competitive behavior. Uganda imposes new COVID-19 lockdown as cases surge after WHO warns of potentially disastrous wave for ill-prepared Africa. Ukraine's Euro 2020 soccer shirt to carry slogan of Holocaust perpetrators, weeks after arena named for World War II Nazi massacre leader. Senior Japanese Olympic Committee official takes own life by jumping in front of subway train, media. SJWs hail Marvel's new Filipina Captain America, but her name has raised eyebrows, as it can mean heroic genitals. Embattled Thailand kicks off mass vaccination drive against COVID-19 after long wait. Russia-China trade turnover soars nearly 25% since beginning of 2021. Fire Fauci, protesters flock to Harlem Church home vaccination site during visit of coronavirus czar and Jill Biden, video. I'm not racist or sexist, fans slam pathetic virtue signaling as star is axed for teenage tweets about Muslims, Asians and women. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Gen Z is spending at 125% of pre-COVID levels, Amex CEO says. China to build 25-30 more biolabs like in Wuhan over next 5 years. Clean energy transition drives demand for minerals. A woke D-Day. Daimler Trucks is short of workers across the board, CEO says. British Army's new Ajax tank makes troops sick. Putin says that first line of Nord Stream 2 is now complete. The DARPA Tate letters. U.S. troops in Iraq targeted by increasingly sophisticated combat drones. The Cotton Controversy, the dark anniversary of the surrender of the New York Times. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Hamas releases audio allegedly of Israeli soldier it holds. Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi's trial to begin next week. Putin signs law taking Russia out of Open Skies Treaty. The EU-Swiss fallout shows the UK is right to go it alone. Intrigue and treasure, what makes museum heist so fascinating? Thailand starts long-awaited COVID vaccination campaign. Australia widens anti-money laundering probe to biggest casinos. Taliban says Afghans who worked for foreign forces will be safe. Cyprus reunification, what next after failed talks? HK IPOs at their lowest in over a decade as China cracks down. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Los Angeles Teachers Union to vote on push to cut aid to Israel. Report, NYC psychiatrist tells Yale audience she fantasized about shooting white people. Larry Elder, Breaking the News is a work of scholarship, wonderful book. Bingo's help get 800 foreign nationals released into U.S. over last month. ESPN fires betting analyst over 9-year-old deleted tweets. Clarence Williams 3, the Mod Squad's link, dies at 81. Watch, teen paralyzed in football game walks at graduation ceremony, a true champion. Chinese Communist Party's level of control over Wuhan lab in question as government deeply embedded with scientific development. TikTok star and Bernie Sanders fan blasted for showing off $2 million apartment. Establishment media float another anti-Trump conspiracy theory, backwards pants means dementia. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Inspiring college principal converts 8 acres of treeless land into mini forest and orchard on India campus. Police capture elusive tiger poacher after 20 years of pursuing the Bengal cat killer. New initiative will plant 18 million trees around Glasgow in urban forests. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, June 7th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. David Dushman, last surviving Auschwitz liberator, dies age 98. One fish in a million, angler lands ridiculously rare bass. Why Kim Jong-un is waging war on slang, jeans and foreign films. Donald Trump's speech has people thinking his pants were on backwards. Student uses Lego to repair Afghan wall damaged by Hamas rocket. Homophobe women complain about a lesbian couple kissing in the pool, get the response they deserve. Woman recovers wallet lost 46 years ago in California. Governor Cox invites Utahns to pray for rain June 4th to 6th. Rick Wiles, a right-wing Christian talk show host and anti-vaxxer, has been hospitalized with COVID-19 after saying vaccines would wipe out stupid people. Black bear gets trapped inside parked car in Tennessee. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. We need a global crackdown on Bitcoin mining to curb its monstrous energy demands. You aren't taking enough time off, and neither are your employees. WhatsApp might soon call you to verify your account. How to get people from Earth to Mars and safely back again. This 11-course package can help you run a liquid smooth DevOps project through Oz. The rush to commercialize AI is creating major security risks. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, June 7th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Simone Biles dominates at U.S. Championship meet. Utah's Michaela Skinner finishes 9th. 5 questions that will define whether the Utah Jazz can beat the Los Angeles Clippers. Utah Jazz acknowledge we've got our hands full now that Clippers await in second round. Police identify man killed in Sunday drive-by shooting in Salt Lake City. Los Angeles Clippers finally win at home, beat Dallas Mavericks in Game 7. No homes burned at Mammoth Creek, but status of 566-acre fire has worsened. Supreme Court asked to review men-only draft registration law. COVID-19 cases rise following Memorial Day holiday. For the first time since the pandemic began, downtown Farmers Market reopens to its normal array of vendors and crowds. Letter, understand critical race theory before condemning it. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Will the U.S. Air Force use SpaceX's Starship for speedy cargo deliveries? A new type of COVID-19 vaccine could debut soon. Sidewalk robots are now delivering food in Miami. Geologists marvel at Alaska glacier's rare surge, up to 60 feet a day. Walmart will give 740,000 employees a free smartphone. Windows 10 notifies users they should make Bing their browser's default search engine. RISC versus CISC is the wrong lens for comparing modern x86 ARM CPUs. ROM site owner made $30,000 a year, now owes Nintendo $2.1 million. Will labor shortages give workers more power? Apple's MagSafe devices may affect pacemakers. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Isolated thunderstorms likely today and tomorrow, high temps in low 80s. Large bear spotted on a Genevieve family's porch. St. Louis County taxpayers could be left holding the bag in legal battle between Page County Council. Missouri state trooper nearly struck by suspected impaired driver on I-70. St. Louis police investigate fatal shooting in South City. Winkers 3 homers lift Reds over Cards A-7 for 4-game sweep. Teenager shot dead just north of downtown St. Louis. Traveling memorial to honor 46 children killed in Missouri in 2020 by gun violence. Violent weekend in St. Louis City and County leaves 3 dead, 11 injured. St. Charles man dies in motorcycle crash. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Clarence Williams III, the Mod Squad's link, dies at 81. Woman dies after fall at U.S. National Park, body recovered. Man crashes while riding scooter, suffers life-threatening head injuries. Orange County couple arrested on suspicion of murdering 6-year-old Aiden Leos. Inside California politics, state senator wants to raise awareness of red flag gun laws. Inside the bullpen, will Governor Newsom beat the recall election? Man recalls assault at BLM protest 1 year later. Stroman wins second in row, leads Mets over Padres 6-2. Not again, positive COVID test erases Rom's 6-shot lead at Memorial. Vehicle for SDPD detectives killed by wrong-way driver. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. This week's top stories: WWDC 21 expectations, iPad rumors, AirTag update, more 9 to 5 Mac. How to spy on iPhone without access to target phone, IMC Grupo. Apple's tightly controlled App Store is teeming with scams. Tiny trackers make it alarmingly easy for someone to stalk you. Audi RS3 Sportback spy video shows our new favorite hot hatch. Are the Americans spying on Europeans? Yes, of course. Hacker lexicon: what is a supply chain attack? Edward and Ryashchenko, how to be a Finn if you're a Soviet spy. Kiev Post, Ukraine's global voice. Boyfriend says I'm not a creep as he uses a surveillance camera to catch cheating girlfriend. Zoom privacy risks: here's what your boss can actually see from your video chats. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. China to unveil new helicopter at upcoming military parade. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. No, China will not invade Taiwan. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, June 7th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Officials, 2 trains collide in southern Pakistan, killing 30. Great America's new South Bay Shores Water Park opens. U.S. beats Mexico 3-2 in CONCACAF Nations League Championship. Racist stickers found around downtown San Mateo. Female couple attacked over parking spot in San Francisco. 2 arrested in connection with Orange Freeway shooting that killed 6-year-old Aiden Leos, CHP. Solo kayaker on journey from SF to Hawaii rescued near Santa Cruz. Alameda County COVID-19 death toll drops 25% after data change. Clarence Williams 3, the Mod Squad's link, dies at 81. VP Harris plane forced to return due to technical issue. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Russia chafes at Ukrainian team shirt for Euro 2020. Global shares trade mixed as optimism wears off on U.S. rally. Canadians rout Jets 5-1 to take 3-0 series lead. Pair of Jerusalem activists freed after detention by Israel. 1 dead in 5 vehicle crash in Fox Lake. Supporters of LGBTQ community descend on Buffalo Grove for Pride Drive. Grammar Moses, the funds literally jumped the shark. Facts matter, COVID-19 vaccine doesn't kill natural antibodies. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Amazon then and now, looking back at the e-commerce giant and 20 years of change. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Kenya. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Libya, Tunisia. Drought is ongoing in Azerbaijan, Iraq, Iran, Lebanon, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, June 7th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Tropical weather, low chance of development over southern Caribbean Sea. Iconic downtown Houston bridge graffiti may be gone forever after recent vandalism. How healthy are these 6 Houston area counties? Family begs for answers after bicyclist dies in hit-and-run accident in Northeast Harris County. Refugee children reunited with mom after being sent across U.S. border illegally. Video shows car run stop sign and slam into Metro bus in 3rd Ward. 13-year-old believed to be shot by another teen at birthday party, police say. Special session required in order for Senate Bill 7 to pass. Man facing manslaughter charge after killing friend in accidental shooting, deputies said. A storm system impacts part of the area tonight, pattern change on the way. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. The latest, Slovakia becomes 2nd EU nation to use Sputnik V. The latest, up-and-coming Italians challenge Nadal, Djokovic. Chinese exports jump, gap with US grows as tensions persist. I May Destroy You wins at British Academy TV Awards. Former NBA star works to end solitary confinement in prisons. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. MAGA mounts bid for GOP nomination in New Jersey against the mainstream. Historic foodie heaven, a seamless guide to the West Village. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. First person, raising a glass to mama's ears. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Amazon U.S. customers have 1 week to opt out of mass wireless sharing. Fauci's funded Wuhan military scientist who died mysteriously after filing COVID vaccine patent. UFO reports are fertilizer for military budgets. California and Nevada are now 100% in drought. U.S. spying on allies spoils Biden's set-piece visit to Europe. Media converges on the narrative that UFOs may be Russian-Chinese threat. Old normal versus new, from 1980s neoliberalism to the Great Reset. Heart inflammation reported in 7 U.S. teens following Pfizer COVID vaccine, study shows. Bing censors image search for Tank Man even in U.S. The Pentagon funneled $39 million to a charity that funded Wuhan lab. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Meet the Basenji, a rare barkless dog. Did a woman open fire at McDonald's for forgetting bacon on her burgers? Conjuring 3 feet tops a quiet place 2 feet as moviegoing returns. No, Trump did not wear his pants backwards at rally. States rebound from bleak forecasts to pass record budgets. Meghan and Harry welcome second child, Lily Diana. Gone Girl actor in critical condition after hit and run. High Court asked to review men-only draft registration law. Adieu, Roger, Federer pulls out of French Open after round 3. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Reinventing the world's oldest spirit for the modern drinker. There's a bipartisan way to save $1 trillion, cut benefits for the rich. As soon as COVID-19 hit, Cuomo downplayed the danger. The military's garbage disposal jets are ruining one of America's quietest parks. FBI investigating Russian diaspora group. Why is TikTok turning a hateful radical evangelist into a viral star? Liberals, STFU with telling Justice Breyer to retire. Dems worry the GOP will try to Benghazi January 6 probe. The dankest crossword clues you can get. MSNBC's new president Rashida Jones, I was constantly underestimated. The next headlines are from the New York Post. 2 Sigma, the hot new mover and shaker. Long Island man kills dog while threatening relative on FaceTime call. Yankees coaches didn't hold back anger over blown call, frustrated. At least 30 passengers dead in Pakistan train collision. The Yankees are in seriously hot water. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Temperatures surge across the country. Biden administration sending millions of COVID vaccine doses overseas amid dwindling demand at home. U.S. experiencing dangerous nationwide heat wave. Brood X cicadas swarm across several eastern states. Condoleezza Rice says early dismissal of coronavirus lab leak theory was a mistake. Nature, Muir Woods National Monument. Gottlieb calls for broader view of coronavirus origins. How to watch this week's rare Ring of Fire solar eclipse. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Customers clean out inventory after Texas bakery receives online hate over its Pride Month rainbow cookies. Beloved Cobby, oldest chimpanzee in U.S., dies at San Francisco Zoo age 63. Naomi Wolf suspended from Twitter after spreading outlandish coronavirus vaccine misinformation. Past praise of Giuliani, stop and frisk what Eric Adams' NYC mayoral campaign. Suspect detained after gunshots reported near California Christian University campus. 2 killed after small aircraft crashes in Indiana. Lawmakers optimistic about compromise on Biden's infrastructure bill. Tiger sharks not frightened by hurricanes, unlike other species, study shows. VP Kamala Harris plane forced to land due to technical issue. Burger King to donate to LGBTQ group with every sale of new fried chicken sandwich. The following headlines are from military.com. Before final verdict, Mladik's bloody legacy divides Bosnia. Remembering the Rona, you're supposed to be dead. Traumatized veterans heal through the power of nature. Normandy commemorates D-Day with small crowds, but big heart. We won't give up, advocates hope Biden will finally bring Marine vet Austin Tice home. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. 11-year-old girl shot and seriously wounded in Chicago's West Pullman neighborhood, police say. Column, allowing poor children to go hungry would cost society more than Biden's child tax credit expansion. Summer school, parents and teachers are just saying no, despite COVID-19 learning laws and federal relief funds to pay for it. 8 people wounded when gunmen opened fire at Burnside party, 1 killed, more than 24 injured in weekend gun violence. Man carjacked on Lakeshore Drive on Sunday morning. It's good to be home, the Reverend Flegger returns to St. Sabina pulpit. The Reverend Michael Flegger leads Sunday service at St. Sabina. COVID-19 cases in Illinois by zip code, search for your neighborhood. Where the coronavirus data stands in the U.S. and world, vaccinations, cases and deaths. Illinois Bridge Phase Metrics, daily updates on trends in coronavirus cases, deaths, hospitalizations and vaccinations, and progress toward full reopening. The following headlines are from phys.org. A new material made from carbon nanotubes can generate electricity by scavenging energy from its environment. Experiment evaluates the effect of human decisions on climate reconstructions. A few common bacteria account for majority of carbon use in soil. Yemen's unique dragon's blood island under threat. How a Vietnamese raw pork snack could help us keep food fresh, naturally. Global travelers pick up numerous genes that promote microbial resistance. Climate change increases extreme rainfall and a chance of floods. Drought hit California scales up plan to truck salmon to ocean. Swiss mired in poisonous row over pesticides. Sri Lanka recovers black box from sinking ship. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, June 7th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Minister opposes suspending cricketer for offensive tweets. I May Destroy You wins at British Academy TV Awards. Lauded Australian veteran, jealousy fueled Afghan defamation. Thai's debut locally made AstraZeneca but supplies are tight. White replaces Alex under Arnold in England's Euro 2020 squad. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Word Game, June 7, 2021. Horoscopes June 7, 2021, Bill Hader, plan and negotiate fairly. Bridge, June 7, 2021. Ask Amy, they're just showboating with their Black Lives Matter yard signs. Harriet Cole, I'm leaving the kids with my husband, and I don't think he's up to it. Miss Manners, is it a wife's job to hop out of the car? Jill on money, is there really a labor shortage? Dear Abby, I'm frightened of this teen, and I don't want him on our family trip. Rep. Mo Brooks served with lawsuit related to his role in Capitol insurrection. Get used to me, postmaster evokes Trump style in Biden era. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Mexico's president appears to hold key majority in elections. Postmaster Louis DeJoy evokes Trump style in Biden era, get used to me. Two express trains collide in southern Pakistan, killing at least 38. Jenna Vieira rips Joe Manchin over houseboat. The left chutzpah knows no bounds. Fauci poses for selfies, shakes hands in NYC after rough and tumble week. Elise Stefanik announces pregnancy. Conservative, progressive both vexed at Facebook. Plane with VP Harris forced to land after technical issue. Kamala Harris plane forced return to Joint Base Andrews. The next headlines are from The Intercept. New York City unions prepare to shift retirees off Medicare. Rhode Island coalition pushes most equitable legal cannabis regulations yet. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, June 7, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Postpartum mental health visits 30% higher during COVID-19 pandemic. Hospitalized individuals with active cancer more likely to die from COVID-19. Pandemic prevention measures linked to lower rates of Kawasaki disease in children. Controlling insulin production with a smartwatch. An atlas of the brain's choroid plexus across the lifespan. Simple blood test can accurately reveal underlying neurodegeneration. Researchers identify a molecule critical to functional brain rejuvenation. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Horoscope for Monday, June 7, 2021. Christian Pulisic scores in extra time as U.S. beats Mexico to win CONCACAF Nations League. Boy, 15, shot in Burnside. 11-year-old girl shot, seriously wounded in West Pullman. We cannot really let our kids come out. The Chi recap episode shows how defunding the police might play out. Cubs rookie sensation Patrick Wisdom continues to amaze with 2-homer game. Man detained on flight to O'Hare Airport after causing disturbance, police. Titans agree to deal with Falcons for Julio Jones. What's different about this year's NBA playoffs? Absolutely everything. Kyle Hendricks wins 5th consecutive start as Cubs top Giants 4-3. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, June 7, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Alligator Records celebrates a half-century of house wreckin' music. No longer alone together, Hayes Carll returns to Houston's Heights Theater. Former Houston Texans first-round CB Kevin Johnson retires from football. Racist backlash about Netflix's Sandman casting gets its own backlash. This week in Houston food events, eat scallops and support the Asian community. The next headlines are about world records making news. Top 10 Art World Records, World Record Academy. Large area N-type monocrystalline silicon solar cells break world record, AC Africa. Video, Chennai boy sets world record for climbing steps while hula hooping, NDTV. Abina wins silver behind world record holder Duplantis, Inquirer.net. Sisters set new world record at Alton Towers after riding roller coaster 70 times, Birmingham Live. Record Saga 10 pegged as count begins to claim world title, Manning River Times. Eastern Cape freediver sets new world record in Egypt, Dispatch Live. Wisconsin father sets new push-up world record, Globe Newswire, Globe Newswire. Super shoe runner Sifin Hassan smashes 10,000 world record by 11 seconds, The Times. Inside Emirati Candor brand tells Guinness World Record-winning luxury mobile store, The National. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Here are the possible criteria you'll have to meet to charge for super follows on Twitter. Turkey's leaders vow to defeat plague of season amid unprecedented outbreak. We're excited for American Horror Story Season 10, corrected. Nigeria will arrest and prosecute users that try to get around its Twitter ban. Doctor Strange, Anthony Bourdain, and Indiana Jones have something in common. El Salvador is set to become the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Loki series writer Michael Waldron explains the time variance authority. The Quiet Place universe is expanding with a spin-off film. Fossil will launch a premium smartwatch that runs on Google's new Wear OS in the fall. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Nuwasib in Kuwait at 123.26 degrees Fahrenheit or 50.7 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 108.94 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 78.3 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Woman in Motion tells story of how Star Trek's Uhura changed NASA forever. Ancient electric cars meet modern EVs at Amelia Island show. Here's why TSMC and Intel keep building foundries in the Arizona desert. 24-inch iMac review, there's still no step 3. When the bison come back, will the ecosystem follow? The following headlines are from Raw Story. Trump's weekend rally reignites the biggest problem Republicans face, columnists. John Oliver shames embarrassing Americans for not citing Kamala Harris when asked for famous Asian American. Photos and videos reveal the horrifying scene as Arizonans flee from wildfires. Mo Brooks destroyed for claim Swalwell people illegally trespassed, did they riot or kill anyone? Mo Brooks posts his Gmail password while ranting about Eric Swalwell subpoena. Presidential historian calls baloney on Joe Manchin claim filibuster stances about protecting the Senate. The fake Arizona audit actually began in Pennsylvania, emails reveal. Kyrsten Sinema playing both sides on policies has just made both sides hate her, MSNBC panel. Out of touch Joe attacked after opposite the editorial page refusing voting rights, why elect Biden if Manchin runs the country? Former federal prosecutor explains why civil cases for January 6 attacks might do more than Congress. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. The climate bill even Big Ag loves. Meet the reluctant green hero behind ExxonMobil's shareholder coup. The Biden administration just delivered a stark warning about ransomware. Her name is Lilibet Diana and apparently that's a problem. Joe Manchin may have just made Democrats' democracy reform efforts impossible. Trump's return to a live GOP audience is filled with the same old lies. Half of your grocery list contains byproducts of an environmental scourge. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Exclusive, are UFOs and alien encounters real? Famed UFO journalist previews unclassified documents set to be revealed to Congress, YourCentralValley.com. Opinion UFOs and the search for alien life, The New York Times. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Zuckerberg and Bosworth talk VR and AR, video and full transcript, upload VR. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Ikigai, Japanese secret to success, happiness, long life, Punch newspapers. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, June 7th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. UFOs? It's complicated. NASA to study UFOs UAP. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, June 7th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.